Issue Morning Good in the house, back with another bang on video. But ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys. Of course, we've got, yes, I'm not joking about the thumbnail that I put on, because of course Nicolo Barella is being watched by Edu Gaspar. Yes, Nicolo Barella is what they Arsenal are seeking in the future. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. And of course, we're going to talk about Arsenal versus Malta 4-1. It looks like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is definitely getting his job back at Molde, because they are not doing that good against Arsenal, because though they were sharp in terms of some passage of attacks, of course, they were trying to capitalize on Arsenal's mistakes, but more importantly, they themselves created a lot of problems for themselves. 2 own goals, Joe Willock screamer, and of course, Nicola Pepe again. I mean, scoring a goal similarly like he scored against Manchester United last season, like the one who was bang on alert. But yes, 1 assist, 1 goal from him as well. Joe Willock running the roost, running the midfield at completely. So I think Joe Willock is definitely getting himself too much ready for the Premier League. But moving on, well, let's talk about David Luiz. Well, David Luiz on the win against Molde. He says it was a great result, especially because they started better than us. They scored first and got confidence, but I think at the end of the day, we understood the game very well, kept our shape, and created a lot of opportunities. So, of course, David Luiz believes Arsenal have made their point, and yes, they deserve the whole 3 points, the victory as well. Well, moving on, Mohamed Elneny on his conversation with Arteta last month, he says, I sat with him. I said the way you want us to play is the way I love to play. And I really love the way we train, the way he's assisting everything in the club now, and it makes me excited to give 100% for the team. Under Emery, I was not playing much. That is why you can lose your confidence. That is why when I went to Besiktas on a 1-year loan, I played always and brought the confidence back. And when I came back here, I saw everyone happy for me to come back. And talking about the last month, everyone was excited to see me back. And when I trained, everyone gave me good feedback saying, Mo, you did well. And this makes you get your confidence back. I build it, and every day I try to learn new things. So, of course, Mohamed Elneny is Mikel Arteta has resurrected Granit Xhaka, has resurrected Hector Bellerin, has literally resurrected Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But of course, the real resurrection is, well, still we got more players to actually resurrect. That is Rob Holding and of course Mohamed Elneny. But talking about it, Eddie Nketiah posted 3 images on social media with the caption +3. Good job, boys, at the rate Arsenal, because even Eddie Nketiah was definitely trying to be on point. But let's talk about the Sead Kolasinac. Sead Kolasinac missed a sitter. He had all the time in the world and he missed a sitter. We won the game, but if we would have dropped any points, Sead Kolasinac would have been dead meat. But moving on, well, here's what Mikel Arteta had to say about Joe Willock. He says he is developing the right way. He is a player that I really like, and he has some very special qualities. And Arteta on the win says the boys tried from the first minute. We went a goal behind, and then it was about the reaction, being patient. We generated a lot of chances and won the game. And yes, not only that, well, instant impact, if there is another name for that, and that is simply Bukayo Saka. 64th minute subbed on, and 69th minute had an assist for the Nicola Pepe goal. That was a good drop back. But moving on, Arteta has opened up about Joe Willock. He says, I said to Joe that I really trust him. This is not a competition that we used to give young players to a chance. He adds that this is a game where Arsenal want to win. And also, Arteta pretty forcefully pushed back at the suggestion that players might atrophy if they aren't getting chances in the Europa League. He's very assertive about his record of giving minutes to young players, but insists they have to earn their chances. He also said Nelson would have started if he weren't injured. It's a pretty minor issue though. So all the Nelson fans, do not be worried, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Reece Nelson is not at all losing a lot of games because the injury is not that serious. But moving on, well, Joe Willock has spoken about on if he was disappointed not to be in the squad against Manchester United. He says, I'm just taking it game by game. It's part of my journey. I'm a young kid and I'm trying to play very well every time I get the chance. I need to learn from the disappointment and get myself back up to play tonight. I trust in the manager, and I trust that he will give me opportunities when I deserve it. I leave it to myself. I'm trying to work hard and perform like I did today. Again, when I get a chance to play in the Premier League, hopefully I can do the same. But moving on, well, Nicola Pepe had given the ball away 12 times, more than any other player. Willian was not even better at all. He lost the ball 10 times. Yes, but of course, with a goal and assist, of course, during the first majority part of the game, Nicola Pepe, I mean, it was a shocker, but he redeemed himself with the goal and an assist. The assist was really good. It was really slick. But moving on, well, Mikel Arteta has called for VAR to be introduced in the Europa League as soon as possible, because, of course, Martin Ellingson's long-range effort gave the Elite Syrian champions a shock lead before Nketiah turned home a Nicola Pepe cross, only to see the assistant referee raise the flag. And yes, the sad part was that there was no VAR, of course. So Mikel Arteta has reacted to it. He says, I don't understand. I mean, I don't think it makes any sense when we have the technology and we all believe it is the right call for everybody to do it. So I don't understand, and we were complaining with the referee because we were told he was clearly onside, and obviously it's a situation that can clearly change the game. So I think it is something that they have to look at and possibly change it. I think he was really strong in his performance. I think the way he's approaching every opportunity shows how mature he is. I'm impressed with the way he's communicating as well. I think he is developing the right way. He's a player I really like. He has some very special qualities, and he deserves every minute that he's playing, and he shows it with performances, with goals, and his attitude. These are the words of Mikel Arteta on Joe Willock. But moving on, well, Mikel Arteta has admitted that he didn't expect Gabriel Magalhaes and Thomas Partey to hit the ground running so quickly. He says, I'm really pleased with the way our new players have settled so quickly. They played with a lot of maturity and look like they've been here much longer than they have. Don't forget, Thomas and Gabriel are completely new to this league. Honestly, I did not expect this level from them so soon because I know how tough this league is. You cannot compare it to any other league in the world. And talking about more stuff, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has spoken about Fowler and Balogun. He says he works hard and is a humble guy as well. I love his style. He's like an American rapper. He's cool. We get on well. I don't see him that much, but when he trains with us, we have a laugh with Laka as well. Maybe I am a mentor now to these young players when they watch me training or in the games. I will always try to advise them when I can, but I'm a guy who likes to do jokes first. But of course, I can give any words to them that will help them. I will always do that. It's nice to be a mentor because I was in their place and now I'm older. I think the most important thing is to show an example on the pitch. It's not about talking all the time. It's about showing what you can do on the pitch, what you can do in training. They just have to see that, put in their bags and play their game. And talking about more stuff, also he says, we saw the young boys do well in the last game in Europa League against Dundalk. They are ready. They showed that in the game. That's why we are doing well, because everybody is preparing properly and ready when needed. Fowler and Balogun was one of those who came on in the last game. He was very talented for sure, and he shows every time he plays with us that he's a really great talent. And that is that. And talking about more stuff about Mohamed El-Neni, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang said it was also a fantastic performance in midfield from Mo. I think his loan spell was good for him to go out and get some more experience. He came back with that experience, and that's really important too. How he's been playing since he came back is just unbelievable. His sprint at the end of the game, I don't know how he did that. That is the energy he has. That's what we want as a team, and everyone here really wants to play that way. We want to give everything in every minute, and that's exactly what Mo is doing. So Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is happy with Mohamed El-Neni, and of course he's happy with Fowler and Balogun. But moving on, well, Sun Sports' Martin Lipton writes, Premier League clubs are set to scrap the pay-per-view games for the rest of 2020. And the experiment could be abandoned altogether as league chiefs react to a huge public backlash. But of course, the second lockdown 2.0 made a lot of sense as well, because no formal vote was taken by today's virtual meeting of the shareholder clubs, but it is expected a decision to confirm no more pay-per-view games after this weekend until at least after the Christmas and New Year programs will be announced. So yes, well, we were looking forward to this, didn't we? But moving on, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is also happy about Thomas Partey. He says, it was a great performance from the whole team, and it was great to see Thomas Partey play like that, even though he's not been here there long. Off the pitch, he's a really humble guy, and you can see that on the pitch as well. He really gives everything in the game. He's really simple and quiet, so humble, and we all really like him. He's really funny too. Sometimes he'll do some jokes, and we won't be expecting it. So he's settled in really quickly. Now let's talk about the one, the only, the man of the hour. Of course, we are going to talk about Nicolo Barella. Because yes, Arsenal are among the clubs that are tracking the Inter star Nicolo Barella. Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United are watching the progress of Inter Milan midfielder Nicolo Barella with interest. The 23-year-old has claimed 3 assists in 6 league games so far this season and is said to have no shortage of admirers, of course. Inter are looking to keep hold of their man and are said to be preparing to offer him a new deal. Talks are continuing with confidence due to Barella's dreams of winning with Inter, suggesting a move may be prevented if negotiations go smoothly. But more importantly, well, this is my whole and soul priority to give you the best transfer news possible. Nicolo Barella is under Arsenal's radar, so keep an eye on this one. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news that comes on this platform. I will see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe. New mission: 15,000 subscribers. Help us reach there. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.